Now obviously the hero of this device is right on the front, which is the 5.5-inch display that has 2560 by 1440 resolution, making it a 2K or Quad HD display. But before we get to that, let's take a look at the general design. LG's signature button layout returns once again, as the volume rockers and the power button are on the back. Now this is pretty much the main reason why the sides happen to be so thin, and if you're not really that used to the back button layouts from the LG G2, then it will take a little bit of time to get used to, but on the G3 they do feel even better with a much meatier feel, and they're a little bit more pronounced as well. You will notice one other thing on the back, as there's another little area that has appeared next to the camera. This is the autofocus laser, which we will talk about more later. But aside from that, the entire backing, which is removable in this international version of the phone, is made not necessarily of a metallic material, but it is a hybrid of sorts, where the polycarbonate has been given a brushed finish to make it feel a lot sturdier than the glossy plastic of the LG G2. It almost has a matted feel, but it's more brushed. The best way we can put it is that it's brushed plastic, and it is a great upgrade from the original. No matter how you slice it, 5.5 inches in a screen does make for a large device, and that's the reason why the ultra-thin bezels are really the main draw here, aside from the resolution of the screen. After having a move away from the glossy plastic, the feel is great in the hand, and that curve allows it to rest comfortably. You will be able to do more on this phone with one hand than you can with most other devices out there of this size, and that is a feat that LG can be very proud of. Alright, so let's jump into that display, which is the defining feature of the G3, and of course it is the beautiful 5.5-inch display that has a resolution of 2560 by 1440, resulting in a massive pixel density of about 534 ppi. Now, there was a claim that the human eye is unable to see pixel densities of over 300 ppi, as was being presented at least in the launch event, but apparently that is not the case, and LG wants to prove that by providing a massive pixel density in this screen. Granted, this may not be the first Quad HD display on the market, as the Oppo Find 7 kind of beat LG to the punch, but everyone is still waiting for it, so LG has a feather in their cap now, as being the first company to provide a widely available 2K or Quad HD display, and as expected, it is as handsome as you would want it to be, as it brings great brightness, viewing angles, and of course crisp and clear text and images. As far as performance goes, the LG G3 keeps up with the current trends, as it packs the best processing package currently available with the Qualcomm Snapdragon 801 processor. Now, looking at the performance aspect of every other flagship with this processing package is a good indication of what you could expect out of the G3. Despite that higher resolution display, we don't expect any slowdown in this particular device, and in the little time that I had with it, I did not experience that. On the hardware front, you will be able to expand the built-in memory with micro SD cards of up to 128 gigabytes, so storage shouldn't be a problem. And the full range of connectivity options are available here, including NFC and 4G LTE in all applicable markets. The LG G3 also packs a large 3000 mAh battery, which was removable and replaceable in this international version of the G3 that I was using. And in my short time with it, I would not be able to tell you what the battery life is, obviously, but it will be interesting to see how much of a drain that Quad HD display may cause. Hopefully the power saving features found in the GUI will definitely help it stand the test of time. We move over to the camera, which is an experience that we're very excited to see and to put through its paces, as it pretty much is similar to what you would get with the G Pro 2, but does have some extras. First of all, in the app, you will find that this 13 megapixel rear shooter is backed by a very nice application that has been somewhat revamped in order to give you a more simplistic outlook. Simplicity is what LG is going for here, and the camera definitely shows it, as you should be able to just touch and shoot and be able to get pictures going with really no trouble at all. And this is made possible with some additions like OIS Plus, which we already saw in the G Pro 2, and we did say that it was quite a good performer. Now let's go ahead and talk about that hardware side, where there's a laser that is now found near the camera that helps with quick and accurate autofocus. Now essentially it uses a technology that you would find in DSLR cameras these days, where a laser is bounced off of the objects that it is supposed to be focusing upon, and it will be able to find the point easier. Now this should play its part at the very least in making the G3 a much better autofocuser than the very slow G2 before it. But overall, you do get some good shots with vibrant colors, and these are some samples that I was able to get off of the camera of the G3, off of the phone rather, and you'll be able to see that the quality is actually quite good, but we're going to put it through its full paces and give a full camera shootout once the time comes. One interesting feature that was actually really fun to use was in the front-facing camera, which is a 2.1 megapixel shooter at f2.0 aperture, which provides better low-light performance, obviously to improve your